Hi guys, my name is Alisha Lehmann.
Alisha Lehmann commented on the scandal, one player who boycotted the LGBT movement. I am deeply disappointed to hear about the boycott of the LGBT movement from a segment of the sports community. Sports should be a place where everyone feels accepted and respected, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity. The LGBT community deserves our support and protection, and I hope that sports organizations and players can unite around the values of inclusion and equality. A boycott excludes people from the community, creating division and tension, which goes against the spirit of sports competition and solidarity. I encourage everyone in our community to support each other and work to make sport a place where everyone can achieve their goals while feeling completely safe and accepted. Let's step forward to a more equitable and inclusive future for all athletes. Such a speech expresses support for the LGBT community, condemning the boycott and calling for unity around shared values. The most discussed match in the French Ligue 1 suddenly became the meeting of the championship teams, Toulouse and Nantes. The midfielder and outsider played to a 0-0 draw, but attracted attention due to the refusal of a number of players to come out for the game in rainbow jerseys as a sign of support for LGBT. Even France's sports minister has not ignored the scandal. This is the fifth time French soccer has held a campaign against homophobia. In the two top divisions, players and referees go to matches in rainbow-colored equipment and are photographed by a banner with the inscription, "Gay or straight, we all wear the same shirt." The action was timed to coincide with May 17th, the International Day Against Homophobia. Refusals by soccer players to participate in the action are common. One example is related to the Senegalese footballer Idrissa Gueye, who played for PSG until 2022. The season before last, he missed the game with Reims, which fell on the action, for official reasons, because of stomach problems. A year ago, Gueye refused to come out in a shirt with a 6-color number for the game with Montpellier. Because of this, the Parisians at the last minute excluded him from the application for the game. Since the 2022-23 season, Gueye has been playing in England for Everton. This season, the example of Gueye followed Egyptian forward, Nantes' Mostafa Mohamed, as well as 3 players of Toulouse, Moroccan Zakaria Bouklal, Frenchman Moussa Diarra, and Bosnian Said Hamulik. 2 more Frenchmen from Toulouse, Fares Shabi and Logan Costa, were going to boycott the action, but refused at the last moment. Shabi was even included in the application for the match and spent half an hour on the field. The rest of the players, on the other hand, missed the game. Aboulal commented on his decision as follows: "First of all, I would like to say that I treat every person with great respect, without judging their personal preference, gender, religion, or background. That is my principle. Respect is a thing I value highly. It applies not only to others, but also to my own beliefs. I don't think I am fit to be part of this campaign. I sincerely hope that my decision will be treated with respect." Aside from the public outcry, more on that later, Toulouse going into the match against Nantes without 3 of their key players could have had a serious impact on the standings in the fight for survival. If Nantes had taken advantage of the weakened squad and won, they would have moved up from the relegation zone, from 17th to 16th place. That didn't happen. Nevertheless, Nantes' rivals were not satisfied. You should not organize such an action in the last rounds, when the clubs are fighting for survival. "Hold it in December, in September," said Brest coach Eric Roy. His team won this round and climbed to 15th place, 5 points behind Nantes. Echoes of the scandal reached the French authorities. On the story of the refuseniks from Toulouse and Nantes was expressed by French sports minister Amélie Oudéa-Castéra. She urged the clubs to work with the players who refused the rainbow jerseys. "I think it is the responsibility of the clubs to take action." In dialogue with the players, the minister was quoted as saying, "When such an action is organized in France, based on all clubs speaking out against discrimination, everyone should participate. I think it is necessary." In response to the words of the minister, Nantes released a statement on Mohamed's refusal to participate in the action. The club subjected the Egyptian legionnaire to a fine. Its size is not specified, as the player put his personal interests above the interests of the team, which is in the relegation zone. Nantes will send the funds deducted from the player's salary to the association, SOS Homophobia, which is engaged in combating discrimination on the basis of sexual preference. At the same time, the club reported that the player has received threats and inappropriate messages from fans. Their authors, Nantes, strongly condemned. Toulouse decided to exclude the Refuseniks from the lineup for the game with Nantes. In an official statement, the club emphasized the main principle of work, openness to the world. Toulouse noted that representatives of 18 nationalities and 5 continents play for the team. Aboukhlal risks facing a longer suspension than other players. The issue is his conflict with the deputy mayor of Toulouse during celebrations over the team winning the French Cup. This is the first trophy in the club's history. In an amazing coincidence, Toulouse became the winner of the cup, beating Nantes in the final. The final took place on April 29th, and the celebrations took place the next day at the City Hall. The discord arose because the players of Toulouse began to make noise during the speech of the head coach of the team, Philippe Montagnier. In response, Laurent Arabidge, deputy mayor for sports, urged them to keep quiet. Aboukhlal, who was born in the Netherlands and plays for the Moroccan national team, threw out the phrase, "In my country, women don't speak to men like that." The politician, however, pointed out to the player that he was in the town hall, the House of the Republic. The showdown continued even after the head coach had finished his speech. Aboukhlal allegedly pressed the offending player to apologize. Toulouse announced the suspension of the Moroccan on social media. The club said it had initiated an investigation into the player over publications in the French press. Aboukhlal will not train with the team. Do you think his act is stupid?